Actually, the first ever guitar that I had was, I think it was like $50 from the supermarket or something. It was well before I ever played guitar at all. And it sat in my room for years, and I just looked at it and I thought, yeah, I'll learn how to play that one day. And it was god awful. I think it was like nylon string. It was the worst, and it just sat there and collected dust. But when I went to see Jeff Martin play at the Fender Guitar Jam, I had a bit of a sing with him on stage, and afterward, Margaret from Fender actually chased my manager out of the venue and said, we want to sign her. And so I went home and I looked at that guitar and I thought, well, I'm really going to have to pick this shitty guitar up and learn how to play it now. And I actually don't recall doing that, because not long after I received this incredible guitar, my Guild here, and I still play this on stage to this day. I wrote my first ever song on guitar on this guitar, and sometimes I still play it. It's not great, but sometimes you might hear it in a set. But yeah, I really love how full-bodied and big it sounds. And as I said, as a soloist, when you're on stage by yourself, you really have to figure out how to fill that stage, and this guitar really helps me do that, so I still really love it. So this guitar here is the one that stays with me at home most times. This is what I write a lot of songs on in my little studio at home. When I was in LA the last time, I was in a guitar store there and just playing around with different acoustics, just because I did have the Guild with me on stage. I just wanted to change it up a little bit, see if I could find something a little bit smaller in the body, just to write with at home, just to have as, my practice guitar, my writing guitar. And I actually played this in one of the rooms there, absolutely fell in love with it. And I begged my manager to let me buy it then and there so I could take it back to the hotel and write with it. But we didn't have the baggage allowance. So he said, just wait, we'll just leave it. And then when I got home, I got this not long after. And it's been such a special guitar to me ever since, just because I really associate an incredible memory with it. And that is sitting in LA in a random little guitar shop, just playing on this guitar and really, really just falling in love with it. So this is my Tim Armstrong, and I've written a lot of my new material on this at home. So can't wait for you guys to hear it all. So for the past few years now, I've been working with the boys over at Link Audio, who have really supported us with the Positive Grid amps, with the Aston mics. Obviously Fender have been such an incredible support to me over the years as well. Really, really believing in me even before I thought there was anything to believe in. So, as well as Fender, we've been working with Kawai Keyboards, who have been an incredible, encouraging, supporting team for me, because before the guitar, I was a piano player, and I still am, and that's where a lot of my songwriting initiated. So having these incredible brands behind me and these great companies they've supported and helped me so much more than I can ever say. So very grateful for their help. With the rack that we tour with, it is quite a large rack. Obviously, we've been playing some bigger shows over the last year. We've been doing a lot of festival sets. So I've been touring with the bigger Positive Grid amp and rack there. Where I do the smaller sets, we have the smaller little guy here. So that's been really helpful in the studio, as well as the smaller shows, more intimate shows. So I've been really, really fortunate to have that support with them, and I really love everything that they've given us. There hasn't been anything that I haven't been happy with. And as a young musician who, in the beginning didn't really know much about all of this stuff, they've been so patient with me and so encouraging where I've, been learning. So very, very happy with everything that they've done for me. So grateful. We use the Origin Aston mic in the studio. Before that, we were just using the Shaw mics, and with that, it's really allowed me to bring out different elements of my voice. Now that we have everything in-house in our studio, it's not just really fighting to get the best and clearest vocal. I'm actually able to strip everything back. If I want to do a softer vocal or a more powerful vocal, those mics really allow me to do that, because they're so clear and they're so incredible and they're just so powerful, and I'm so blown away by what I am able to do now with that, because of the sheer quality of them. So the boys at Link Audio have also provided us with incredible studio desks and speakers, and with all of that, equipment, it's really allowed us to expand what we're doing in the studio. I'm able to do a lot more than I used to, because now I can actually sit here in front of all this and figure out what fader does what, and it's all literally at my fingertips, and I really hope that that allows me to expand all the different elements of my music. So, when I first connected with Kauai, I had just been playing on a really, really old piano at my house that actually originated in the Channel 9 studios. I got it for about $300 and I still have it. So when I got the MP7, the keyboard, it was such a new world to me, because not only was there this incredible grand piano sound, there were so many different synths and drum things going on in there and strings, and to me it let me go from playing 4 chords on a piano or a guitar to this incredible instrument in front of me where I could all of a sudden add strings into my music and add synths. And as a songwriter, it really allows you to develop a different songwriting method, because you're not only relying on those 4 different chords or that one piano sound, you've got a whole bunch of different things going on in your mind that really opens up, you know, oh, maybe I can put this melody here with this synth or this string. And it's really, really important to have those different elements throughout your writing. Otherwise, you're just going to end up writing the same thing over and over again.